Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my homeschool classroom. Today is August the 31st, 2020. We're going to be on types of sentences, levels 1 through 5. Types of sentences, level 1 through 5. Today, again, is August 31st, 2020. We're doing this in steps and orders, and right now we're on the different types of sentences. So you're going to have to follow along with me because this is a teacher's guide, and you won't be able to get this anywhere else. I'm going to try to put some notes down here and something so we can go along by. So again, let's go to the board. Alright, there are types of sentences. There are different types of sentences. When I say types of sentences, I mean there are different kinds. Sentences are used to ask a question. Maybe you just want to just say something like I'm doing now. I'm just telling you something. I'm just telling you something. Giving you some rules and regulations of how things are supposed to be done and what things really mean and what they are. Also, some sentences show a little bit of excitement. Like, hey, watch out for that car. You might want to get somebody's attention. So those types of sentences show a little bit of excitement. Now, with that being known, let's go to the board because I can show you what I mean a little bit better in more of a detailed form. Alright, here we are. It says there are 4 types of sentences. Notice that I have sentences and 4 types inside of my pink square, my pink rectangle. It's inside of my pink rectangle because it's letting you know that sentences is going with 4 types. There are 4 types of what? Sentences. Now, the first type of sentence we're going to talk about is declarative sentence. Now, declarative simply just makes a statement. It doesn't tell anybody to do anything of the sort. It just makes a statement. It just tells you something. Hey, my name is Joyce. I just simply just told you something. I'm teaching the homeschool class. I just told you something. Didn't tell you to do anything. Didn't say anything really important. Just letting you know what I'm doing. It's time to learn. Oh, I'm just telling you something. I'm just telling you that it's time to learn. You get the idea? That word goes with declarative. All that information from a declarative sentence simply just tells you to do something without asking a question, without showing excitement, or simply without even giving you any kind of instructions. It's just telling you something. Just letting you know what's going on. It's time for class. I just let you know what's going on. I just told you that it was time for class. Let's head back to the board. That type of sentence was declarative. The second type of sentence is imperative. Imperative. An imperative sentence, it just gives a command or it tells you to do something. Now, I'm going to tell you to do something. Take out your books. Let's get ready for class. Now, I just simply told you to do something. I gave a statement. Or, no, I didn't give a statement. I made a command. A command means that you're taking instruction. You're simply just telling somebody something you want them to do. Clean up your room. Who am I talking to? I'm talking to you. I can use you as the unidentified subject. That's in front of that command. You clean up your room. You would be the subject. Clean up would be the verb. Where are you cleaning up? Your room. If you can ask yourself those types of questions, what are you telling somebody to do? Then you'll simply know that it is imperative that you are giving them instructions. I'm giving you some rules and regulations. I am giving you some rules and regulations. Wow. I'm just declaratively just telling you something. What are the rules and regulations that I'm telling you? Imperatively, I want you to take out your book. Take out your pencil. Clean out your ears. Open your ears. Let's get ready to learn something. You get ready to learn something. Now, I just told you something to do. So, tune in with me. And don't forget, if you miss it here, you can tune into my other channel on YouTube at J Griffin, Mississippi Girl. Be a great idea. Imperatively, I just told you to do something. Let's go to the next type. Our next type of sentence is an interrogative. Interrogative sentence. You may ask yourself, what is an interrogative sentence? I just told you. When I said, what is an interrogative sentence, I just asked you a question. Because that's simply what an interrogative sentence does. It asks you a question. What is your name? I'm looking for an answer. So if I'm looking for an answer, it's an interrogative sentence. Because remember, interrogative sentence, they want an answer. What is the answer to 1 plus 1? 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. I declaratively gave you an answer. I just told you something. I told you what the answer was. But I interrogatively asked you, what is 1 plus 1? I asked you a question. Which way is up? I don't have an answer, so I need to know. If I need to know, then it's an interrogative sentence. So just remember about interrogative, if it's something that you don't know the answer to and you need an answer to, if it requires an answer, such as solving a problem, solving problems are interrogative sentences because the problems are actually the question because they require an answer. All interrogative sentences require an answer. Let's head to sentence number 4. Sentence number 4 is exclamatory. What is an exclamatory sentence? Well, I interrogatively just asked you because you don't know the answer to it. So, what is an exclamatory sentence? Is an interrogative sentence. And let's identify it with an exclamatory. Exclamatory, it shows excitement. See how excited I got about an interrogative sentence? Remember, an interrogative sentence asks the question. Exclamatory, watch out for that car! I just showed a little bit of excitement, didn't I? What else shows excitement? Do you know? What part of speech shows excitement? I'll wait for you to give me an answer. What is it? The part of speech that shows excitement. Let me see if you was paying attention on our class on last week. 8 parts of speech. 8 parts of speech. Which one shows excitement? Which one shows excitement? Which one shows excitement? Do you know the answer? Good job! A conjunction. A conjunction. No! You're right. Interjection. An interjection shows excitement. It interjects what you're going to do. That means it stops it. Stops it right in this track. You thought it was conjunction, then I tricked you. Conjunction means and, to put things together. But when you interject something, that means you're stopping it. So if you're stopping something, watch out! Don't burn your hand! That's exclamatory. That shows excitement. That's our last type of sentence. Just remember, declarative sentence, it makes a statement. It doesn't tell you to do anything or ask a question, and it doesn't even show excitement. Imperative, it gives a command. It tells you to do something. It doesn't just say anything. It doesn't ask a question, and it doesn't show excitement. Interrogative sentence. An interrogative sentence declared it means that it wants an answer. It asks a question. Exclamatory. When it's exclamatory, it's going to show some excitement. Now, let's talk about how do we know? After we figure out what these are, they need a mark at the end. Because remember, a sentence is not a sentence unless it first begins with a capital letter. Next, it's got to make sense. It needs a subject and a verb. And it also needs a complete predicate. And the verb has to be included inside of that predicate. Now, it doesn't really have to have a predicate. It can just have a subject and a verb. As long as they do what? Agree. As long as the subject and verb agree and it makes sense and the grammar is correct and everything is in its proper place, we're good. But at the end of that sentence, it needs a punctuation mark. And that's what we're going to talk about now. The punctuation mark. What punctuation mark? I just interrogatively again asked you a question. Now we're going to get the answer. Let's go. A declarative sentence ends with a period. Well, what is a period? This is a period. A period is simply just a little bitty dot. I made mine big so you can see what I mean. But it comes at the end of a sentence. At the end of a sentence. So you mean if I ask a question, I put a period at the end? No, silly. I mean if you make a declarative sentence, you're going to put a period at the end. For example, my name is Joyce. Period. I just told you something. I didn't imperatively say it. I didn't interrogatively say it. I didn't show any excitement. I just told you my name was Joyce. So I made a statement. So that is with a period. Let's go to our next type of sentence and go see what kind of punctuation mark it needs at the end. Imperative. Imperative sentence. Remember, the imperative sentence, it gives a command. Put a period at the end of me. I just told you what I wanted you to do with the imperative sentence. That just tells you what kind of mark it gets. The punctuation mark at the imperative sentence is also going to be my famous period. It goes at the dot at the end of the sentence. Here's another example. Go tell it on the mountain. I'm telling you to go tell it on the mountain. Now guess what you're going to put at the end? Period. Because I just told you to go tell it on the mountain. So if I tell you to do something, we're going to put a period at the end of it. That brings us to our next type of sentence. Let's see what kind of punctuation mark it gets at the end. Interrogative sentence. Remember, interrogative sentence, it asks a question. So if it asks a question, I need a question mark at the end of it. What is a question mark? What does it look like? So you're telling me if anytime I see a sentence that asks a question, I got to put a question mark at the end of it? You're right. This is the question mark. A question mark is real easy to make. It may look a little hard, but it's really not. Because if you take off the line at the bottom, the letter that you see is a backward C. And then you just put the number 1 at the end of it. Now, of course, we know how to make a C. We learned how to make a C when we was in preschool. So, of course, we know how to make a C. Just turn it around backwards and put the number 1 at the end of it. Now, we already know how to make a period, so just put the period at the end of it. Right here at the bottom, underneath the number 1. What about, can I put it beside the number 1? No. We want to put the dot right at the bottom of the question mark. The backward C, covered with the line. That's hard for me to make. Well, let me just show you how to make it. It's real easy. You go around. That's a backward C. And the only thing we're going to add to it is a number 1 at the bottom. And that's simple enough. And then just one little dot. Simple. Doesn't have to be all perfect, but that's really easy, huh? Remember, the question mark goes with the interrogative sentence. And what does an interrogative sentence do? I think y'all forgot. Tell me, what does an interrogative sentence do? It asks a question. Just seeing you were paying attention, and you are correct. Let's look at number 4. Number 4 is the exclamation. Exclamatory sentence gets an exclamation mark. What is an exclamation mark? Oh, that's that one that shows excitement. You're right. Exclamatory sentences show excitement. And because they show excitement, you're going to need an exclamation point at the end of it. What is an exclamation point? Well, I just interrogatively ask you a question. Remember, anytime you ask a question, it's an interrogative sentence. It requires an answer. So let me answer you. What is an exclamation mark? This is an exclamation mark. An exclamation mark just has a number 1 with a little dot or a period right underneath the number 1. So easy to make, you don't even need any instruction. Because if you learn how to make the number 1 in what? Preschool. So it's not that hard to do. Now we know the 4 types of sentences. So let's go over them again. But we're also going to go over the mark that goes with it. What mark? The punctuation mark. Are y'all ready? Let's do it together. Are we ready? Declarative. What is a declarative sentence? Does anybody know? It makes a statement. What is a statement? Can you give me a statement? My name is... Sure. You're right. Exactly what you said. I go to school at... You're right again. I am 10 years old. You're right again. Don't hesitate. You're just giving me some information. You're not telling me to do anything. Anytime you're giving information, you're making a declarative sentence. That's it. Anytime you're giving a rule, you're making an imperative sentence. So that takes us to imperative sentence. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The declarative sentence ends with a period. A period. Very good. All right. Now, join us inside the classroom while we finna do some other things. Imperative sentence. What does imperative sentence do? It gives a command, or it tells you to do something. All right. I'm going to tell you to do something right now. Put a dot or a period at the end of the imperative sentence. It is very important. Write down your notes. Pay attention. All those are imperative sentences. Why? Because I'm giving instruction. I'm telling you to do something. Obey your parents. Read your Bible. Sing a song. Do the walk. All of those are imperative sentences because I'm telling you to perform an action. To perform an action. And when you're telling someone to perform an action, it's going to be an imperative sentence. And it's going to get a period at the end of it. What part of speech shows action? What part of a verb? A verb. A verb. Action verb shows excitement. Verb. No. Action verbs gives a command. Action verbs have action in them. So, imperative sentence shows action. Just remember that. Imperative sentences, they work just like a verb. They show some action. Remember that, and you'll go a long, long way. Interrogative sentences, they end with a question mark. And just remember how the question mark is made. It's a backward C with a number 1 at the end and a number 1 underneath the backward C. I just said a word. Underneath. That's showing location. What part of speech shows location?
Underneath.
What part of speech shows location?
Under.
Which part of speech shows location? Do you remember? Let's put on our thinking cap.
Under.
Part of speech is underneath. Which part of speech shows location? Location. Location. What part of speech shows location? Location.
Underneath.
What are the 8 parts of speech? Which part of speech shows location? Is it adjective, adverb, noun, verb, conjunction, interjection? What is it? Preposition. Preposition. So underneath is the preposition. And I want this dot underneath the question mark. That's where I want it to be located. Alright, exclamatory. Remember, exclamatory shows
excitement.
It shows excitement. Exclamatory shows excitement. And what kind of mark does the exclamatory sentence get?
Exclamation.
Exclamation point. And what is an exclamation point? What is it? It's a punctuation mark. It's a punctuation mark. My goodness, you guys are right. You guys are so smart. Give yourself a thumbs up because you got it right. And then give yourself a pat on the back because you are so smart. And I am so glad that you are learning. We are learning. What are we learning? The types of sentences. Now, how many types of sentences are there? Who knows? There are 4 types of sentences. Can you name them? Let's name them together. Are we ready?
Yes.
Declarative. Imperative. Interrogative. Exclamatory. Now let's name them with the punctuation mark. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready at home? Let's go. Declarative, period. Imperative, period. Interrogative, question mark. Exclamatory, exclamation mark. Now, let's go over the 4 parts of speech. Let's name the parts of speech, what it does, and the type of punctuation mark it gets at the end. Because I want to make sure that you actually get what I am talking about. Declarative makes a statement, ends with a period. Imperative gives a command or tells you to do something, ends with a period. Interrogative asks a question, ends with a question mark. Exclamatory shows excitement, ends with an exclamation mark. Let's do it again. because I want to make sure that it is stuck right here. Are we ready?
Yeah.
This time we're going to go a little bit faster. Are you ready at home? Let's go. Declarative makes a statement, ends with a period. Imperative gives a command, ends with a period. Interrogative asks a question, ends with a question mark. Exclamatory shows excitement, ends with an exclamation mark. One more time. I think you almost got it. We're going to speed this thing up. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Declarative makes a statement, ends with a period. Imperative gives a command, ends with a period. Interrogative asks a question, ends with a question mark. Exclamatory shows excitement, ends with an exclamation mark. The more you say it, the better you get. The more you say it, the better you get. The more you say it, the better you get. The more you say it, the better you get. The more you say it, the better you get. Ready? One more time. Are we ready? This time we're going to go even faster. Let's pay attention. We're sitting up. Let's pay attention. Ready? How many types of sentences are there?
4
There are 4 types of.
sentences.
Let's name the types of sentences. Declarative makes a statement, ends with a period. Imperative gives a command, ends with a period. Interrogative asks a question, ends with a question mark. Exclamatory shows excitement, ends with a exclamation mark. That can be a bit confusing if you don't watch it. All right. Do we have it?
Yeah.
Do we have it?
Yes.
Let's close our eyes and see if we can do it with our eyes closed. Are we ready?
Yes.
Declarative makes a statement, ends with a
Period.
imperative,
Makes a
gives a command, ends with a
period.
interrogative, asks a question, ends with a
question mark.
exclamatory, shows excitement, ends with an exclamation mark. See, it's easier to see if you're learning it when you can close your eyes and just imagine what you see. That's why it's really good to pay attention when your instructor is instructing, so you can understand what they're saying, so you can get the information. Which one of these give you information? Which one gives you information? I don't want to hear numbers. I want to hear words. Which one of these give information? Think about yourself. Everything about yourself is information. Declarative. My eyes are brown. My hair is blonde. My shirt is blue. And my pants are white. I got my blue shoes on. 'Cause I'm making a statement. That's all I'm doing. I'm just giving you information about myself. Which one of these tells you to do something? Which ones tell you to do something? It gives you some rules. Which one gives you rules? Imperative. Go clean up your room. Go put up your toys. Go comb your hair. Go put on your clothes. Go do your work. Turn your page. I am giving you some rules. Because I am telling you to go and do something. Which one of these? What time is it? What you gonna do?
Interrogative.
Which one is it? Interrogative. Why?
Because it asks a question.
It's asking a question. Watch out!
Look out for
that car!
Exclamatory.
What time is it?
That shows
Which one?
excitement.
Which one is it?
Exclamatory.
Exclamatory. Exclamatory. Now let's close our eyes. Let's try it again. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Go to sleep. Close your eyes. Go to sleep. No peeping. Close your eyes. Go to sleep. Put on your shoes. Take out the trash. Do a little dance. Do it just like that. Come on, do it with me. Come on, do it. Close your eyes. Stomp your feet. To go raise up your hands into the beat. Which sentence is that? Which one is that? Which one is that? It's giving some rules, some instructions. Which one is that? Which one is that? Open your book. Put your pencil in your hand. Turn around. Do a little dance. Wipe your eyes. Brush your teeth. Take a bath. Go to school. Go to work. Are we ready? Which one shows that? We're not talking about numbers. No numbers. We have to know words. Is it exclamatory, interrogative, declarative, or imperative?
Imperative.
Imperative. Very good. Imperative. Imperative gives you some rules. It gives you some rules. It gives you some rules. All right, let's close our eyes again. Let's close our eyes again. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Which way is up? Which way is down? I can go beneath all over town. Which one is up? Which one?
Interrogative.
Interrogative. Very good. Interrogative. What does the interrogative sentence do? Close. Eyes closed. What do interrogative sentences do?
Ask a question.
Ask a question. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right. I am sitting on a stool. I am teaching a class. I am me. I am sitting at my desk. I have it in my hand. Which one am I? Is it what? Not descriptive, but declarative. Declarative. Very good. All right, eyes closed. Eyes closed. You may not never get rich.
Interrogative.
You may not never get rich.
Exclamatory.
Exclamatory. That's what does exclamatory do?
It shows excitement.
Shows excitement. It's showing excitement. Which one shows excitement? What did we say?
Exclamatory.
Exclamatory. Very good job. You guys are smart. And you too at home. All right, now let's kick it up a notch. Now that we know our 4 parts of sentences, let's go to the board and do some exercises. 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 Come on. Exercises. Come on. Exercises. Come on. Exercises. What we talking about? 4 types of sentences. What we talking about? 4 types of sentences. What we talking about? 4 types of sentences. What we talking about? There are 4 types of sentences. What are they? There are 4 types of sentences. What are they? Name them. Declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. What are they? Declarative. Come on.
Interrogative.
Come on.
Descriptive.
Imperative and exclamatory. What are they? There are 4 types of sentences. Come on. There are four types of sentences. Do you know them? There are four types of sentences. How you know? There are four types of sentences. Can you name them? Declarative makes a statement. Imperative gives a command. Interrogative asks a question. Exclamatory shows excitement. There are four types of sentences. Come on. There are four types of sentences. Can you name them? There are four types of sentences. What are they? There are four types of sentences. Can you name them? Declarative, imperative. Come on. Interrogative. What else?
Exclamatory.
Exclamatory. Come on. There are four types of sentences. How many? There are four types of sentences. How you know? There are four types of sentences. For real? There are four types of sentences. Come on, you at home. Can you name them? Declarative, imperative. What else? Interrogative. What else? Exclamatory. Come on, y'all. There are four types of sentences. Come on, y'all. There are four types of sentences. Can you name them? There are four types of sentences. How you know? There are four types of sentences. This time, can you name them and tell me what it does? Ready? Declarative.
Makes a statement. Gives a statement.
Right. Imperative.
Imperative.
Gives a command. Interrogative.
Interrogative.
Asks a question. Exclamatory.
Shows excitement.
Shows excitement. One more time. There are four types of sentences. What are they? There are four types of sentences. Can you name them? There are four types of sentences. Do you know them?
There are four types of sentences.
A little lower. Declarative makes a statement. Imperative gives a command. Interrogative asks a question. Exclamatory shows excitement. There are four types of sentences. Last time. Four types of sentences. Can you name them? There are four types of sentences. Do you know them?
There are four types of sentences.
Ready? Declarative makes a statement. Imperative gives a command.
Exclamatory.
Come on. Exclamatory shows excitement. Interrogative
Ask a question.
Let's go to the board. Alright guys, we're going to be working out of my teacher's manual. I got to put my eyes on because I can't see these little bitty letters. These little bitty letters. Oh. Y'all know I like to take things so many steps farther.
Yes.
So many steps farther. So we go some steps farther. Let's go. I can't always see. All right. Let's look at this one. God made the earth. No one says anything. Nobody says anything. we have 4 sentences here. 4 sentences. Let's number them. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many do we have? Oh, actually, this is 3 and 4. Now, we're talking about the 4 types of sentences. Remember, we discovered that there are 4 types of sentences. There is declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. And we know what type of marks they get at the end, correct? Now, remembering what we've sung, what we've learned, what we saw, and the information that we got, let's examine these sentences first, because we still want to make sure we're doing sentences correctly and parts of speech. We want to see first, are the sentences correct? Let's go. Checking our grammar. And everything else that is incorrect. Let's read number 1. Did you go? Is number 1 a sentence? Yes or no? Is it a sentence? Did you go? Is it a sentence?
Yes.
Did you go?
Did you go? Yes.
Yes, it is. So we're going to put a Y right here because yes, it is indeed a sentence. Let's check number 2. Nope. We still don't know. What is the subject for did you go?
You.
You. Very good. Very good job. The subject here is you. Very good. And what is the verb?
Go. Did.
Did is the verb. Did is the verb. And they do agree. You did. Remember what I said earlier. Sometimes the verbs are separated from the subject. The verb sometimes is not, the subject is sometimes not first. Sometimes the subject is in the middle. Now, I'll explain to you about that when we talk about what type of sentence it is. But first, let's see if this subject and verbs agree, and they do. The grammar is correct. We're talking about the punctuation mark when we talk about what kind of sentence it is. First of all, you did. What is the complete predicate?
You go.
You. The complete predicate?
Oh. No. You. No. Did. You go. Did go. Did.
What is it?
Did go.
Did go. Did go. Because we can turn that sentence around and say you did go. All right. Let's look at number 2. Let's look at number 2. God made the earth. Let's check and see if it has a subject. What is the subject here?
God.
God is the subject. God is the who. What is the verb?
Made.
Made is the verb.
And the
What is the complete predicate?
the made the earth.
Made the
The
earth.
earth.
Awesome. Awesome. The whole thing is the predicate.
Predicate.
All right. Let's look at number 3. Clean your room. What is the subject here?
Your. No. Clean your room.
What is the subject here?
Clean your room.
Who or what is this sentence all about?
Your.
No. So this is a sentence.
I don't think there's a subject.
This is a sentence and it is a subject. Remember when we talked about, that's why it's really good to pay attention. We talked about the unidentified you. That means sometimes you don't see a subject, and if you don't, ask yourself, who is that sentence talking to? Clean your room. Who do you think they're talking to? If someone tells you to do something, they're telling you to clean your room.
The person who
It's making a command. So whose room is it? If it's my room, it's talking about you. We can imagine that you clean your room because it's talking to you. Or it may be Tracy clean your room. But here it's the unidentified you. The unidentified you comes into place when you do not see a subject. And if you can put you in the place of this where the subject goes and put it with the verb and it agrees, then it can be a sentence. And then what you would do is you would take the C and you would make it a lowercase c. The 3 is going to come over because it's unidentified. But you can put the word you there because it lacks a subject. Now you clean your room. So what now is the subject?
You.
You. What is the verb?
Clean.
Clean. What type of verb is clean?
Action verb.
Action, because it's actually telling you to do something. Pay attention to what we are doing here. And we're going to pretend like this isn't here. What is the complete predicate?
Clean your room.
Clean your room is the complete predicate. All right. Let's look at number 4. What is the subject here?
You.
You. I'm going to show you something here. You is the subject. Who is it talking to? It's talking to you. What's the verb?
Go.
Go. What's,
Action.
it's an action verb. So what is the complete predicate there?
Go.
What is the complete predicate?
You go. No, go.
The subject can never be a part of the predicate. Not ever. Not ever. Now let's look at this one. I just wrote this one down just to show you something. What is that? What is that?
That's not a sentence.
What is that? Let's read it.
Just go.
Go. Who is it talking to?
Nobody. It's talking about somebody. Oh.
Okay, here we go. 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 Who am I talking to? Who am I talking to?
Not me.
I'm talking to you. So who am I telling to go?
Me. To go.
I'm telling you to go. So, what here would be the subject?
Go.
What would be the subject?
But I don't see no subjects.
We just talked about it. It's unidentified.
Oh. So if you could put you
You. If not, you can put, that's what you will put.
or go.
You put you.
Or jet.
The unidentified, no. The unidentified you becomes the subject. We just see it here. You go. Most of the time when you see, and this becomes the predicate, the verb or the predicate part, and the uppercase G turns into a lowercase g. Now, whenever sometimes you see a one-word sentence, most of the time it's an unidentified you in front of it. And I'm going to explain that to you. Let's do another one. What's that word?
Help.
Help. Here, what is the subject?
Don't got a subject.
What is the subject there? We just went over it 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
You gotta,
Nothing's
you
changed.
gotta add something.
Nothing's changed. We just did it 4 times. What is the subject there?
Can somebody help me? You gotta add something.
What are you going to add?
Can somebody help me?
Who?
Can
So what
you-
word? What words you going to put there? You say?
Can somebody help me?
No. One word.
You.
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 It's unidentified, but that is a sentence. Help is an action. It's action. It's showing action. Help is an action word, because you can see help, and then this becomes lowercase. Now let's go back over these types of sentences. Keep this inside your mind. Keep that unidentified you inside of your minds. Let's go. Now we want to see what type of sentences these are. Did you go? What type of sentence is that? Think about what the sentences are. Did you go? What kind of sentence is it, and what kind of mark does it get at the end?
Did you go? If you period go at the end.
You say a period. Did you go? Okay. A period. Did you go? Is it making a statement? Is that sentence making a statement? Is it giving you some information?
No.
Is that sentence telling you to do something?
No.
Those are the only two types of sentences that will require a period. And if it's not doing either one of those things, then we know that the period is incorrect.
It's asking a question.
It's asking a question. So it requires what? If something's asking a question mark. If something is asking a question, it requires a question mark. It requires an answer. What is your name? That means I don't know you. So what is your name? I need a what?
Answer.
I need an answer. What is 1 times 1? I don't know. So I need an
Answer.
I need an answer. Where are you from? I don't know. So I need an
Answer.
I need an answer. And what type of question needs an answer?
Okay.
Interrogative. We're just going to put IN here for interrogative. God made the whole earth. What type of sentence is that? God made the whole earth. And what type of punctuation mark goes at the end?
It's telling
It's telling
you something.
you something. Very good.
So it will be
Which sentence tells you something? Just gives you some information.
Earth.
Great job examining. Great job examining. God made the whole earth. Remember, we have to examine it. God made the whole earth. Or God made the earth. It's telling you something. No, we're not going to look back. We have to keep it inside here. The notes are for you to study with. But when we're learning, I want you to have it up here. So that's cheating yourself. You go back and look at it, you'll never learn it. You learn by doing, remembering. God made the earth. What type of mark goes at the end?
It's telling you.
What type of mark goes at the end? What type of mark goes at the end? What type of punctuation mark does it get at the end? What type of punctuation mark does it get at the end? If it's a what? A period. Don't ever be afraid of your answers. If you know it, just shout it out, even if it's wrong. Even if it's wrong, because if it's wrong, we have to correct it. The only way you can learn is you have to just go on and say it. You have to just go on and say it. Even if you're unsure, you have to go on and say it. So we know that it ends with a period, and we know that it's telling you something. It's giving you some information. So what type of sentence gives you information? Does the declarative sentence give you information?
Yes.
And
No. Yes.
Or the imperative sentence give you information? Interrogative or exclamatory? Which one? Which ones give you information? Gives you information. Declarative. D for declarative. D for declarative. Alright? Excluding the word you. Clean your room.
It's telling you to do something.
It's telling you to do something.
So.
If it's telling you to do something, it's giving you a rule.
Oh.
Which sentence gives you a rule? What type of mark goes at the end?
A period.
A period goes at the end. We know that. We've gathered that. Now, which type of sentence tell you to do gives you a rule? We know it's not declarative because declarative just tells you something. It gives you some information. We know it's not asking you a question. It doesn't require an answer. So you have two types left. So which type of sentence gives you a rule? Imperative, declarative, exclamatory, interrogative. Which one? Imperative. We're going to put an IM here for imperative. Imperative sentences just gives you a rule. Now, if it gives you a rule, That's what I was talking about this unidentified you. When you don't see a subject. If I'm giving you a rule, I'm talking to whoever I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. It doesn't matter if it's a room full of people, I'm still talking to you. You. It doesn't matter. How many people I see, I'm talking to only you. Because you're the one with your own ears. You have your own ears, so with the information I give you, the rule I give you is going to be for you. The rule I give you, telling you to do something, is going to be for you. The rule I give you is going to be for you. It's the unidentified you. You go clean your room. I don't have to say, if you know your room is dirty, then I'm talking to you. If I say, go pick up the toys, whoever took out toys, then I'm talking to you. So it is unidentified. Unidentified means it's no particular person. Just know whoever has the ears, whoever is listening, I'm talking to you. You go outside or go outside. Who am I talking to? You. It doesn't matter if it's a whole bunch of people in a room. The one that's listening and heard the information, I'm talking to you. Understand? It's unidentified. You add the word you in front of it. Let's go on.
You go.
All right, here we have you already present. You go. Oh, it's not soft. When you see this and you already in front of it, you already know what time it is. You clean up your room. You do your homework. Because the word you is already in front of it. See, before it become unidentified, see, here's the thing. You know your room dirty, right?
Yeah.
She said, you know your room dirty, right? You know your room dirty. You know your bed not made. You know you didn't wash the dishes. You know you didn't wash your clothes. You know you didn't wash your hands to keep the coronavirus away. You know you didn't do all that. So we're going to be real calm at first. Go wash your hands. It's going to be real firm, just like that at first. Go make your bed. Go walk the dog. Go get the paper out the yard. Wash your hair. Go eat. It's going to be real firm, just like that at first. It's going to be imperative. Because I'm just going to be telling you to do something, you know what I mean? I'm just going to be telling you to do something. But then when you act like you don't hear us, then we'll, you go clean up your room. You go wash your hands. You take out the trash. Because you didn't get what I was saying the first time. Y'all didn't like you didn't get what I said the first time. So now I got to make it what is. I got to identify you now. So now I got to call you out. Now I got to call you out. You think you bad? You think you bad? Come on then. There it is. It's no longer identified. It's no longer unidentified. It's identified. When I have to say you, then you know who I'm talking to. But when I don't say you, you don't know who I'm talking about. I'm going to say something I heard on yesterday. And I hope she's watching. You going to take that truck out of here. Now you know who I'm talking about. See, at first, when I was firm, take that truck out of here. You act like you didn't know who I was talking to. But this happened yesterday. It didn't happen here, guys. But take that truck out of here. You just as nice, just so you can go play with it somewhere else. But then you just keep on and on. Now I gotta get loud. I gotta get ratchet with you. You gonna take that truck out of here. Now it becomes Oh, I know who she talking about now. What type of sentence is that?
It's inventory.
He says inventory. Exclamatory. And what type of mark is at the end of it? Exclamation mark. Very, very good. So now that we understand what we're talking about, what type of sentence is this?
You help?
So it becomes what? What type? When it's like this,
Help. That's not a sentence. Help.
What's supposed to be in front of? What did you say?
You.
You help. You help. Now, what type of sentence is it?
You help.
What type of sentence?
Exclamatory.
Exclamatory. Now, what about this one?
You go again.
Go.
Go. Go.
Just go.
You go.
Go.
It's
Exclamatory. You can't make go imperative because I don't know nobody who gonna say go, go, come. I don't know nobody who gonna say they come, go. Nobody ain't gonna say they come. Nobody's not gonna say they come at all. Y'all excuse my grammar. You go. And guess what? On that note, we're gonna go. We gotta get out of here, guys, and we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna come right. We'll be back in about an hour. So thank you for watching. We'll be back. I hope you learned something on today. Remember, this was language types of sentences. How many types of sentences are there? 4. What are they? Let's name them. Declarative, imperative, interrogative, exclamatory. You guys have been great. Thank you for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and go underneath. Hit that button up under there so you can get more videos just like this. And we thank you for watching. We'll be back in about an hour. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.